In his latest column, Jeremy Clarkson, 65, gives his no-holds-barred opinion on Jeremy Corbyn and Zarah Sultana's new left-wing political party, pointing out it doesn't even have a name yet. The diddly-squat farm owner took aim at current Prime Minister Keir Starmer in his latest opinion piece in The Sun, and wishes the former Labour leader every success so that neither him nor Starmer will take office again. With the party still wet behind the ears, Clarkson poked fun at its lack of name. Jeremy Corbyn has announced that his new far-left political party doesn't yet have a name, but he says suggestions are coming in from members of the public at the rate of 500 every minute. "I bet they are. I bet they are," he joked. He then went on to take a thinly veiled swipe at the current Prime Minister Starmer, saying, "I must say, however, that I wish him every success. Because he will undoubtedly split the left's vote, thus ensuring that neither he nor that fool Starmer will win the next election. Maybe it should be called the Few Party." The party, launched by former Labour MP Sultana, and ex-Labour Party leader, Corbyn, aims to take on the rich and powerful and campaign for the redistribution of wealth. The new party aims to target citizens who situate themselves in the middle of what Corbyn described as control freaks of Labour and the dangerously divisive politics of Reform UK. In a statement made by the two now independent MPs, they wrote, "Our movement is made up of people of all faiths and none. The great dividers want you to think that the problems in our society are caused by migrants or refugees. They're not. They are caused by an economic system that protects the interests of corporations and billionaires. It is ordinary people who create the wealth, and it is ordinary people who have the power to put it back where it belongs. It's time for a new kind of political party. One that is rooted in our communities, trade unions and social movements. One that builds power in all regions and nations. One that belongs to you." Clarkson is no stranger to attacks on the current Prime Minister, recently claiming he is the biggest issue facing farmers today. In a piece penned for the Sunday Times, he claimed the nation's leader is a man who plainly sees the countryside rather differently to me. He stated, "While the countryside is as beautiful as ever and farming is still full of happiness, many recent issues have conspired to make it extremely difficult. And that's before we get to the biggest issue of them all, Sir Keir Starmer, a man who plainly sees the countryside rather differently to me. He looks at a hawthorn bush in full bloom and thinks, I'm going to confiscate that and build a house on it." In the same column, he also issued a scathing rant at Thames Water, claiming their latest measure is a stupid attempt to bring his pub to its knees. He claimed Thames Water turned up to his farmer's dog pub to make sure he was complying with regulations, before giving him an 8-page list of changes to make. "A couple of weeks ago, 2 Thames Water inspectors arrived at my pub, with 2 people from the local council, and I assumed they were there to apologise for the woeful pressure, which is so low we have to harvest water overnight and store it in a 6,000-litre tank, because during the day all we get is a dribble," he said. Nope. They were there to make sure I was complying with all their regulations. The Clarkson's farm star claimed it was the sort of corporate bullying that pubs didn't need right now, before issuing them an ultimatum of his own. "Upgrade the infrastructure so that you're able to supply your customers with a decent round-the-clock supply. Mend all the leaks in the region so the hosepipe ban can be lifted. Stop pumping feces into our rivers. Undertake to cut bills to consumers by not paying your useless bosses massive bonuses," he concluded.